My name is Nusrat. This incident happened when I was 10, and yet still sends shivers down my spine. It all started after my dad's family went home after our open house was finished. My sister is 7 years older than me, and since I didn't have a room of my own, our parents told us to share. It was around 2 in the morning, and I hadn't slept because I was busy playing games. My sister was sleeping, and I was starting to get tired, so I decided to go to bed. We had bunk beds. My sister was on the bottom bunk, and I was on the top. I climbed up and laid on my bed staring at the ceiling. I dozed off and went into a dreamland. It was around 5:30 a.m. I had a nightmare and was about to wake up when I realized I couldn't open my eyes or move my body. I just felt paralyzed. I tried to talk, but my mouth could barely move. All I could manage to say was, "Help," in a very low voice, which I doubt anyone could hear. My sister held my hand, which made me shoot my eyes wide open, and she asked, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I'll be right back." As I was walking out of the room, I felt someone staring at me. I looked back and saw my sister staring while grinning ear to ear. I thought I was just hallucinating, as I was starting to feel dizzy. So I went to the kitchen and poured myself a glass of water and drank it in a gulp. I was about to go back to my room when I saw the fridge open and a shadow in front of it. I opened the lights and was about to scream when my sister held me and told me to be quiet. I asked, "What are you doing here?" Which she replied, "Shh, you're gonna wake up Mom and Dad." "I'm making noodles. Want some?" Her answer shocked me. "How long have you been here?" I asked. "Around 30 minutes. I'm trying to find some chilies." If she was here before me, who was it in the bedroom that woke me up? I was terribly horrified. Ever since that day, I never went into my sister's room and slept with my parents. That incident has been 7 years, and I still remember it as if it was yesterday.
My name is Katerina, and I have a story that happened to me 9 years ago. My grandmother told me that when a person dies, they may give you a sign before their passing. I didn't believe her because I thought it was just an old superstition with no scientific evidence. I have a sister. Her name is Clementina. She was the perfect sister for me, kind, sweet, and someone that I always got along with, my best friend. On April 18th, 2015, I was home alone. Clementina was on a trip with her friends while my parents were attending my cousin's birthday party. It was just a typical Saturday night. I made some noodles and watched my favorite movie. While watching, I felt sleepy since it was already late. I immediately went to bed and fell asleep. I was suddenly awakened by someone gently caressing my hair and singing my favorite lullaby. Even in the darkness of my room, I immediately recognized who it was. It was Clementina. I called her name and asked her what time she had come home, but she didn't respond. I told her to go back to sleep, but she didn't listen. She just kept singing my favorite lullaby while caressing my hair. It was strange because she never really sang, and she continued, and her voice started to sound cold and eerie. Suddenly, the temperature dropped in my room. My body became stiff. I couldn't even move a single finger. I was frozen. I hoped this was just a nightmare, but it was real, and I didn't know what to do. Paralyzed with fear, I couldn't push her away or run. A few moments later, she finally stopped and said these words.
"I'll miss you in heaven, Katerina."
Her voice was chilling. After saying those words, she stood up and left my bed. I sighed in relief. Was she drunk? Sleepwalking? I didn't know why she acted this way. When I woke up in the morning, I found my parents crying in the living room. Confused, I asked them what was wrong. What my mother said gave me goosebumps.
"Your sister passed away last night in a car accident."
My mother sobbed. I stood there, frozen. I couldn't believe what she was saying. A wave of shock and grief washed over me. Then I remembered what had happened the night before. I thought about the superstition my grandmother had told me. I also remembered what Clementina had said before leaving. "I'll miss you in heaven." Had my sister given me a sign about her death? How did I not realize it? My mind filled with questions, but the one thing I couldn't accept was that she was truly gone. 10 years have passed since that night. While writing this, I still can't help but feel sad about my sister. I still struggle to accept that she said goodbye to us at such a young age. But one question still lingers in my mind. Was she giving me a sign? Why did she seem so eerie? Why did she sound so creepy? Maybe it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. Or maybe it wasn't.